The sound of a sudden gasp, a sharp intake of breath that cuts through the silence. Then the words, "He can't move his knee. It's frozen." A doctor's voice, urgent, trembling, panic in the room. You feel it, that cold shock when your body betrays you. One moment, you were walking, laughing, living. The next, your knees lock up, a prison of pain and stiffness. This isn't just about discomfort. It's about the slow, brutal thief stealing your freedom. You don't realize it at first. Maybe a twinge here, a little stiffness there. You shrug it off. It's just getting older. But what if I told you it's not age, it's damage, real damage, cartilage in your knees cracking, thinning, disappearing. The cushion that protects your bones, vanishing like sand slipping through your fingers. Imagine waking up and your knees feel like concrete. You try to stand, but the pain shoots through you like lightning. A simple step feels like climbing a mountain. You think, is this my new normal? Is this the sentence for every year lived? Stop, breathe. This is the moment most people give up. But what if there was a way back? A way to stop the pain, to rebuild that cushion, not just mask it with pills, not just endure it with creams, but actually restore the cartilage, the stuff your knees desperately need to move freely again. Now, hold that thought, because what I'm about to share isn't just another hope. It's backed by breakthrough science and real stories. Stories of people who thought their knees were done for, only to surprise doctors and themselves. You might say, cartilage can't grow back, right? That's impossible. That's what they told everyone for years. But science is changing the game. What if I told you that the body can regenerate, that under the right conditions, the cushioning in your knees can come back to life? Pause. Let that sink in. Regeneration, repair, a chance to reclaim movement. So, if you're sitting there right now, maybe you felt that ache creeping up. Maybe you've started avoiding stairs, skipped walks, or, worse, stopped doing what you love. This story is for you. Because it's not just about surviving the years, it's about thriving in them. And trust me, I've seen the difference. People who are on the edge, ready to surrender to pain, who found a path back. Stay with me. This isn't a miracle story or a sales pitch. This is a wake-up call. Your knees are talking to you. Are you listening? Mark was like any of us, just an ordinary guy in his late 60s. He loved his morning walks, coffee with friends, and chasing his grandkids around the park. But over the years, something started to change. It began as a little stiffness in his knees, the kind you ignore because it's normal at my age. One chilly morning, Mark woke up and felt it, like sandpaper grinding inside his knees. He thought it was just the cold. He stood up. The pain hit him like a hammer. "I just got out of bed," he said, voice shaking, "and my knees felt like they were on fire." Days passed. The pain got worse. Walking became a struggle. Stairs turned into enemies, and his world shrank. The walks disappeared. The coffee meetups faded. Even the park visits with his grandkids became rare. One afternoon, Mark sat in his favorite chair, staring out the window. "Is this it? Is this how it ends?" he whispered. It was more than pain. It was the fear of losing independence, of becoming a burden. He tried everything, creams, pills, exercises. Nothing lasted. The relief was temporary, like a flicker of light in a dark room. Then came the doctor's verdict. "Your cartilage is worn down. There's no fix. You'll have to live with it." But Mark wasn't ready to accept that. Not yet. He started digging deeper, talking to specialists, reading, searching for options beyond the usual. That's when he heard about a new product, something designed not just to ease pain, but to actually restore cartilage. Skeptical but desperate, Mark gave it a shot. Weeks turned into months. Slowly, the pain softened. The stiffness melted away. He felt something he hadn't felt in years. Hope. One morning, Mark stood up without wincing. He took a step, then another. "I didn't believe it at first," he told his daughter, "but I'm walking again, really walking." It wasn't magic. It was a process. a journey back from the edge. And Mark, he's back in the park, chasing his grandkids, laughing louder than ever. His story could be yours, because no matter how far gone it feels, the body remembers how to heal. You just need the right spark to ignite it. Ready to find out how? 3. Imagine your knee as a well-oiled machine. Inside, there's cartilage, the silent hero, the cushion between bones. It's soft, smooth, almost like the padding in your favorite old armchair that makes every seat feel just right. But unlike that armchair, this cushion doesn't last forever. Over time, it thins, cracks, and sometimes vanishes, leaving bone grinding on bone. Pain, that's just the alarm bell ringing loud. Now, here's the catch. Cartilage is tricky. It doesn't have its own blood supply. No direct blood flow means no quick delivery of nutrients or oxygen, the life force for healing. Picture a plant stuck in a dark corner with no sunlight or water. It struggles to grow. The same happens with cartilage. Once damaged, it's slow to repair itself. But what if we could flip the switch? What if we could send the right signals, deliver the right nutrients, and kickstart the repair process? Here's where it gets fascinating. Scientists have discovered that certain natural compounds can act like messengers, tiny keys that unlock the body's own repair toolkit. These compounds help boost the production of collagen and proteoglycans, the building blocks of cartilage. Think of collagen as the scaffolding, the frame that holds everything together. Proteoglycans, they're the spongy stuff that traps water, keeping cartilage plump and flexible. Without them, the cartilage dries up, becomes brittle, and cracks. Now, imagine feeding your cartilage exactly what it craves, a cocktail of these essential nutrients. It's like giving your knee a spa day, but deep down, at the cellular level, the cells start waking up, producing new cartilage matrix. The cushion slowly rebuilds. And that's not all. This process reduces inflammation too. Inflammation is like a fire raging inside your joint, swelling and causing pain. Reducing it calms the storm, letting repair happen peacefully. So, when you hear about a product that restores cartilage, it's not science fiction. It's cutting-edge biology working with your body, turning back the clock on damage, rewinding the slow decay. Pause. Think about this. Your body isn't a broken machine. It's a living, breathing system with an incredible ability to heal, if given the right tools and conditions. That's the science behind the hope. The reason why what seemed impossible is now within reach. Ready to learn how to give your knees exactly what they need? There's a story about Helen, a woman in her 70s who loved gardening more than anything. But her knees? They were screaming every time she bent down. One day, she almost gave up on her roses. Then she made a simple change, swapped her heavy boots for lighter, cushioned shoes. Suddenly, the pain eased. Why? Because every step counted. Lesson 1. Your shoes are your foundation. Wearing the wrong footwear is like trying to walk on broken glass. It strains your knees, wears down cartilage faster. But good shoes, they absorb shock, protect your joints, and keep you moving without pain. Now, let's talk about sitting. Frank, a retired teacher, spent hours on his recliner, thinking rest would heal his knees, but over time, stiffness took over. One afternoon, he tried something different. Every 30 minutes, he stood up, stretched, moved around. Slowly, his knees stopped feeling like rusted hinges. Lesson 2. Movement is medicine. Too much sitting dries out cartilage, slows blood flow. Getting up, even briefly, wakes up your joints, keeps that cushion nourished. It's not about running marathons. It's about gentle, consistent motion. Finally, there's Maria. She loved spicy food, but never knew that her diet might be fueling her joint pain. She noticed that after certain meals, her knees swelled and throbbed. Then she swapped processed snacks for fresh veggies, added omega-3 rich fish, and her inflammation started to calm. Lesson 3. What you eat fights or fuels inflammation. Cartilage hates chronic inflammation. It's like acid on delicate skin. Choosing anti-inflammatory foods helps your body repair, keeps your knees happy and flexible. These stories aren't random tips. They're real-life steps that make a difference. Your knees aren't asking for miracles. Just respect, care, and smart choices every day. Imagine building a fortress around your knees. Every good shoe, every stretch, every bite of healthy food. That's a brick. And slowly, steadily, you're reclaiming your freedom. What's stopping you from starting today? Look, I know it's tempting to think, this is just how it is now, but let me be honest. It's not. Pain, stiffness, that heavy feeling in your knees. It's a signal, not a sentence. You've lived through storms, heartbreaks, moments when the world seemed to close in. And here you are, still standing. That strength, it's inside you, waiting to be sparked. This journey, the one to reclaim your knees, it's about more than just movement. It's about freedom. Freedom to walk without fear, to chase your grandkids, to dance in the kitchen, to climb that hill you thought was out of reach. Picture this. Waking up tomorrow, feeling lighter, stronger, hopeful, no longer held back by pain, because every step you take is a choice to fight back, to heal, to live fully. You deserve that. You deserve to feel alive in your body, to know that age is just a number, not a limit. So here's the truth. It starts with a decision, to believe in yourself, to trust the process, to give your knees the chance they've been begging for. Because healing isn't magic, it's a conversation between your body and you, a dance of patience, care, and courage. And I promise, you're not alone in this. We're walking this path together, one step, one breath, one moment at a time. Your knees can come back, your life can come back, and it all starts now.